The Suicide Squad is unlike any other film in the DCEU. It's gorier, it's more chaotic, and it's hysterical. There's also a lot that happens at the end. While the movie has a clear resolution, there are some nuances worth examining in further detail. Let's dive in, with an obvious spoiler warning. After the Suicide Squad finally makes their way to Jotunheim, they split up into two groups, one to track down the villainous starfish-like being known as Starro, and another to plant explosives. Rick Flag leads the group bringing the Thinker to Starro, where they find out several awful truths. First, Starro spits out mini starfish which latch onto hosts, murder them, and become an extension of Starro. Second, Starro came from outer space, a fact known to the audience but not to most of the characters. Third, and most damningly, Starro was being researched on and kept in Corto Maltese at the behest of the United States government for maximum deniability. Meanwhile, the bomb-planting squad, partially led by Bloodsport, starts working their way up the tower and setting up explosives. A few crucial miscommunications result in a bomb being destroyed early, which sets off a chain detonation and slowly levels the building. It's right around this time that Flag grabs a hard drive and declares he's going to reveal the truth to the American press, only to find out that Peacemaker had secret orders from Amanda Waller to make sure that info never saw the light of day. Everyone on the lower level gets knocked out by the blast, and a struggle ensues between Flag and Peacemaker over the hard drive, one which ends in Flag's death. Peacemaker tries to kill Ratcatcher too, but Bloodsport manages to survive the explosion and shoots Peacemaker first. Starro, now free and having killed the Thinker, starts wreaking havoc on the nearby city. With the hostile government destabilized, Waller declares the mission complete. But Bloodsport, Polka Dot Man, Ratcatcher 2, King Shark, and Harley decide that they're not done until Starro is defeated. Waller comes inches from detonating the bombs in their necks, but is knocked out by her own employees. Bloodsport takes charge and organizes a plan of attack. After a grueling battle in which each member uses their own special abilities, Starro is defeated. Alas, Polka Dot Man dies during the battle.
We're all gonna die.
I hope so.
At this time, the Corto Maltese freedom fighters topple the military leadership and plan to establish a new democratic government. By this point, the squad's exploits and the death of Starro are worldwide news and seen by Bloodsport's daughter half a world away. Bloodsport, who held on to the drive, uploads it to a secure server, giving Waller a choice: their immediate freedom or he'll release the info. Waller acknowledges that Bloodsport did indeed become a leader and accepts his terms. Even though America's involvement will be kept secret, the squad gets their freedom and saves a sovereign nation. Mid- and post-credit scenes reveal that Weasel survived the beach assault and that Peacemaker barely survived, and that there's a mission ready for him. Now that we've recapped the ending, let's break down some of the themes and how the movie set them up. We'll start by acknowledging what Waller promised at the start, that she'd make Bloodsport a leader. Bloodsport spends the film showing bits and pieces of leadership. He and Flag also do most of the planning for their abortive rescue of Harley Quinn. Bloodsport also acts as the de facto leader of the group at the top of the tower, taking point on the operation. By the time Starro is up and kicking, Rick Flag is dead and Peacemaker has betrayed the group and is also seemingly dead himself. This is also the moment Bloodsport becomes a leader, and it happens so organically that he doesn't even notice. He's the first member to ignore Waller's orders and the one who gives instructions on how they should fight Starro. If Bloodsport is the heart of Task Force X, Ratcatcher 2 is the soul. While summoning the Rat Army, she remembers her late father. In one of the most tear-jerking moments of the whole film, Ratcatcher tells his daughter why he loves rats. Because if these vile creatures can find a place for themselves in the world, anyone can. The surviving members of Task Force X are largely morally decent, or at least morally neutral people driven to crime by circumstance. Bloodsport is a mercenary, King Shark is a creature of pure id, too stupid to be good or evil, Polka Dot Man was the victim of an experiment, and Ratcatcher 2 was left alone after her father tragically died and all she had were the rats. Indeed, Ratcatcher 2's rats identified Bloodsport as a good person early on, and she reminds Bloodsport of that later. More than anything, however, they're misfits. None of them quite gelled with the outside world, with Bloodsport, who is still a neglectful father, the closest to normal. King Shark never had a friend before Ratcatcher 2 offered to become his. Polka Dot Man is a tragic, lonely figure whose shyness is compounded by a deeply embarrassing power. Harley has thrice been unlucky in love and has struggled to find her place after breaking up with Joker. It's unknown what each will do with their newfound freedom, but like rats, these vile creatures have found a place for themselves in the world. Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more Looper videos about your favorite movies are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.